From the most modern sandcastle design in the world, to a dragon that is so well crafted with sand you could think it's alive. What you're about to see is an epic show of what calls for creative skills combined with hard work and a spirit of never giving up. First, let's begin with this sandcastle that holds the record for the tallest castle in the world. Number 10. Binge, Germany. When you think sand is too loose to build something massive, wait and see what was constructed in Binge, Germany with only sand and water. This massive work of art, which was created by a group of sculptors from Germany under the name Sculptura Project on the 5th of June 2019, boasts of being the world's tallest sandcastle. This sandcastle towers above the surrounding trees at a staggering 57 feet 11 inches tall. I wonder how they managed to compact that sand into something so strong enough to hold itself together so high in the sky without crumbling. We have to honor the 12 sculptors and 8 technicians who worked tirelessly for about 4 weeks to bring us this amazing sandcastle that is worth marveling at. What is more impressive is that the sandcastle is not just tall, but has a rare touch of design that makes it pretty phenomenal. It starts with a bulky wide base, but the design becomes more complex, featuring spires and a huge pointed roof as it gets to the top. Number 9. Sandcastle. Now that we've mentioned the record holder for the world's tallest sandcastle, it's only fair that we mention sandcastle, because before a group of sculptors from Germany came to steal the Guinness record for the tallest castle in the world, the title was held by heavy-duty equipment company called CAT. And the company embarked on the project just to show the world the power and precision of the CAT equipment that was deployed in the construction of the castle. A team of talented machine operators and sculptors was also employed to bring out this modern-looking castle with much precision. Instead of ornate spires of medieval castles, this one features tall skyscrapers which tower above everything else to give spectacular views. Indeed, this piece of engineering deserved recognition, and even if the castle is no longer the record holder, it still gives you a glimpse of how much you can accomplish with CAT equipment. Number 8. Modern design. When you do one thing for so many years and become passionate about it, the results are phenomenal, just like this stunning work of art by Calvin Siebert. Siebert, now 64 years old, has become a master artist after spending many years since he was a small boy creating sandcastles. When it comes to creating impressive designs from sand and water, nothing stands between Siebert and his ability to deliver the best the world has ever seen. Unlike traditional sandcastles, which take a historical design, Calvin Siebert has continued to borrow a leaf from the 21st century, and it all comes out well. Calvin Siebert has become popular thanks to his ability to build geometrically shaped sand sculptures that wow many. His portfolio shows a display of several impressive sculptures which have been done based on the same principles. To achieve this success, Siebert ensures that his sand is perfectly compressed, which enables his structures to have parts that overhang beyond the foundation, something that is far more difficult to achieve when dealing with sand. Number 7. Turkish Airlines Sandcastle. If you can't make it to Binge, Germany to experience the world's tallest sandcastle, then we've got another one here for you. The Turkish Airlines Sandcastle is one of the most renowned world's tallest sandcastles located at Virginia Key Park in Miami, Florida. This castle is inspired by the world's iconic buildings, including the Taj Mahal from India, the Leaning Tower of Pisa from Italy, and the Eiffel Tower from Paris. It stands 45 feet and 10 inches tall and took about 1,800 tons of sand to build. Now, if you're looking to know who was behind this masterpiece, then I'm sorry to disappoint you because the castle itself bears no name of the creator. Originally, this huge sandcastle was commissioned by Turkish Airlines, which sponsored the award-winning sandcastle sculptor Ted Siebert to build the sandcastle along with other artists as a publicity stunt for a new Miami to Istanbul flight. Number 6. South Padre Island Sandcastle. If you really love sandcastles, then the city of South Padre Island, Texas is the best place to live. This city values sandcastles so much that it has an annual event dedicated to sandcastle creation. And those particular days of the event are called Sandcastle Days. The annual event was started some 32 years ago, not just for fun, but to demonstrate the sand sculpting prowess of the city dwellers, as well as create awareness of the importance of protecting the coastal shores of the country. Today, the event has grown from a local exhibition to an international event, attracting people across the globe thanks to the high-quality sand sculptures created in the area. But there is one sand sculpture in South Padre Island that remains memorable, and that's the work of Australian Andy Hancock. It is believed the sculpture is one of his best. The sculpture features an incredibly detailed castle, with each section of the castle representing a story that only Andy can tell. This sculpture has remained permanent because it was coated in a thin layer of glue for protection. Number 5. Sudarshan Patnaik. When it comes to the world of sculpturing, one name that can never miss on the list of legends is that of Sudarshan Patnaik. Sudarshan Patnaik has dedicated his life to the art of sand sculpturing, and he has become an internationally recognized sand artist. He has kept experimenting with sand and water beyond the limit, winning several accolades as a result. And sure enough, his work speaks for itself. He started to learn his craft on the beaches of India, and because of his passion and dedication, he has traversed different parts of this world, attending many competitions just to show the world his talent. One of his impressive creations is this 2017 sand Santa face that became the world's biggest sand Santa face. He created this sculpture on the eve of the Christmas celebration on the Puri beach of Odisha. The Santa face, titled World Peace, was 50 feet wide and 25 feet tall. Sudarshan Patnaik did the work by hand, being assisted by 40 of his students at the Sudarshan Sand Art Institute of Puri. Sudarshan holds world records in the Limca Book of Records, and he also holds the Guinness World Record title for creating the world's tallest sandcastle. Number 4. Myrtle Beach Sandcastle, South Carolina. Back in 2007, the world was not used to tall sandcastles, but a group of sculptors went ahead to create a massive sandcastle that broke the world record for the tallest sandcastle during the 2007 annual Sun Fun Festival held at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. As one would expect, the design of the sculpture took on a rather traditional route. The sculpture features one giant castle with multiple spires across the design, with one large central spire in the middle of the castle. At the bottom, you'll find big gates and a sand dragon by the side of the design. The entire castle rose 35 feet above the ground and covered a base of about 60 feet wide. It's no wonder it took a staggering 130 dump truck loads of sand to complete this project in a week-long period of hard work. Even though the project was hampered by bad weather and vandals, the team did not give up until they delivered the world's tallest sandcastle back in 2007. Number 3. Disney Sand Magic. You're probably wondering how Disney is finding itself on this list. Well, back in 2018, Mickey Mouse was celebrating his 90th anniversary on the beach of Ostend. And what better way to celebrate the birthday of Disney's most iconic character than having a collection of about 40 sand sculptures from around the world, creating a fantasy world full of magic, inspired by Disneyland Paris and all heroes of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. Using 240 trucks of special sculpting sand, the 40 professional artists took about 1 month of preparation to create the immense sand sculpture in an area of around 10,000 square meters. A total of 150 sculptures ranging from 2 to 6 meters tall were created. The sculptures featured all of Disney's most iconic characters and were named Disney Sand Magic 2018. Number 2. Staten Island. This entry is a true representation of the future of sculpting. I mean, sculpting is an art, and for brave artists, it is always about challenging yourself with new projects to expand the limits. And one man who took the challenge is established sand sculptor Matt Long. Long has had the desire to accomplish many of his tasks solo and within the shortest time possible. When Long arrived at a beach on Staten Island, his main goal was to show the world what can be achieved in the shortest period. So, instead of going for huge projects that involve special sand, Long went ahead to use the available materials on the beach to create his piece in a few hours. But the way he includes incredible details in his short period projects is what has left the internet wowed. Indeed, Matt Long is a good inspiration that you don't need a crowd of artists to create amazing sculptures. Number 1. Giant Dragon Sandcastle. During the 2013 South Carolina State Fair held in Columbia, many sculptors gathered to exhibit their artistic prowess through incredible sand sculptures. And out of the many sandcastles that were created, the Giant Dragon Castle was among those that stood out. Indeed, when you look at the details that went into designing and creating this sandcastle, you can tell without a doubt that it deserves to be mentioned on this countdown. The sand sculpture features a huge castle that was being attacked by a giant dragon. However, what impressed me is how the sculptures worked with dexterity to include every finer detail on the giant dragon, including ripples and contours of the dragon's muscles and skin. The giant dragon is seen with its arm and neck wrapped around one side of the castle and its tail wrapped around the other side of the castle. The dragon's eyes were more detailed. You could think that the creature was very much alive. The South Carolina State Fair is an annual 12-day-long event that aims to raise funds to support students in South Carolina in the form of scholarships. And some of the funds are raised through the exhibition of these amazing sculptures. Quite a noble cause indeed. Thanks for watching.